Hey everybody, Austin here for the October 2015 Worship Catalyst update, and this is a little bit of a different kind of update, and I may say that a lot, but the reality is in 8 years we've never done an update like the one that I'm going to do right now, okay? And so there's two different things I want to talk about. Now I could talk about a lot of different things because we have many churches getting served all across North America, and I could tell stories about that and leaders and great things that are happening, but there's something different that I need to talk about today in this update. So thank you for taking just a few minutes to kind of lock in and pay attention. And the first thing I want to talk about is this. This is a book called The Radical Worship Solution. And this is a book that I actually just got finished writing and releasing. It just released in October, this month, October 1st. And so I am super excited about this book. This is a book that is years in the making. And this is the result of thousands of conversations with worship leaders in hundreds of different places. And what we have found through the years is that there are a few guiding values that drive successful worship ministries. And that's what this book is all about. It's full of stories, and it's full of examples and things that have gone on all over the place. And so here's what I want to ask you to do. If you're a worship leader or you serve on a team as a singer or a musician or whatever, get this book for you and for your team. It has questions at the end of every chapter that will really guide the conversation. So if you're all reading it together, if you're a band or a choir or a praise team or whatever it might be, if you'll just read the book together, if you'll go through the questions at the ends of the chapters, I want to promise you, if you'll take this seriously, there's never been a church that we have helped that hasn't instilled the values that are in this book, that hasn't gotten more successful and larger and better at everything that they do. So I know this will be helpful for you, so buy it. I want to tell you, too, that every penny of the proceeds that come in from the sale of this book goes straight back to Worship Catalyst. I don't get a penny of it. Every bit of it goes into serving new churches all across North America and even around the world in some cases. So just want to tell you about that. First of all, you can get it at Amazon. Just search my name, Austin Ryan, or the Radical Worship Solution, or you can go to radicalworshipsolution.com and download from there as well. Okay. The second thing then I want to talk about is this. In 8 years, we just celebrated 8 years of Worship Catalyst last week. And it's been awesome because over this time, as you know, we started in Tucson, Arizona, and then we moved into some activity in Las Vegas, Nevada, and in Phoenix, and some other places. And now we have helped well over 100 churches, and we are in 14 different locations in North America. And we have about a half a dozen more in the pipeline that we're going to release early next year. And what we have seen in all of that is God's favor on everything that we've done. It's been amazing what God has done and opened the doors that He's opened and conversations we wouldn't even known how to have. It's been really crazy. But here's what I want to say is that about a year ago, God started to kind of whisper to us what He wants next out of Worship Catalyst. And that is that by 2018, here in just a couple of years, that we would have 35 locations serving at least 200 new churches a year by 2018. And that is a gigantic increase from where we are sitting right now at 14 hubs. And we know that that is a God-sized vision because it's bigger than one that we could just kind of figure out. So we have, over the last year, been putting some infrastructure changes in place that are allowing us to be in a place where our training is better and our, kind of behind the scenes stuff, our internal communication and operations and all that kind of stuff is up to bat. We've got some coaching and this other kinds of pieces in place for us to be able to kind of realize what God is leading us towards. Here's the piece that is not yet realized yet. And this is where you come in. Many of you have been partners with us for 8 years or for 2 years or for 6 months or whatever it might be. And you are a part of every piece of this story. And then some of you are watching this video and you have always wondered maybe if you ought to participate financially with Worship Catalyst. Here's what we believe and we know is that it's going to take us an additional $10,000 to $12,000 per month moving forward by 2018 for us to be fully into this new mode. Now I realize that's a lot of money, but God's way bigger than that. Here's the good news. Because of people like you, your gifts that you've been giving for years, everything that Worship Catalyst has done has already been paid for. We've not overextended ourselves one bit. And the other thing that's great news is that all of the compensation stuff, the office things, all of that it just takes to run Worship Catalyst, those of you that are already financial partners have taken care of all of that. And so every dollar that you choose to give from this point forward, whether you already give and you want to increase that, or whether you've always thought, maybe I will, this would be a great moment, because every dollar going forward here is going to take care of opening up new locations and pioneering new areas so we can serve new churches and new guys that are out there just trying to reach people with the gospel. And so it's a great time to be a part of Worship Catalyst, and I want to encourage you to join with us. I want to ask you to consider joining with us financially. This is the time. This is it. So, love you very much. Thank all of you for all that you do, all that you give, all that you pray, all that you care about our lives. Cammie and I love you very much and look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a fantastic rest of the week. God bless you. Bye-bye.